Have you ever combined a ton of ungodly materials to make a potion of pure death when you were little? I used to do this a lot, and I guess I never kind of grew out of it. Because in high school, one time me and my friend made the worst Valor potion that one-ups every single potion I've ever made, point blank, period. One time me and my friend Joe had this tub of ice cream that was in a plastic jar with a cap. And I don't know what inspired him to make a potion, but we just decided to put a ton of school lunch in there. We put so many things in there, I can't even name them all. Here's a few that might make you realize how bad it's gonna get. A sausage, a hot dog, milk, chocolate milk, spinach, and I mean like wet sloppy spinach, and sloppy Joe meat. And to my OG fans, you remember Jake, right? Well, we wanted to make a name for this jar, and it looked like a certain cheese that comes from a you-know-what. So we decided to name it JDC for Jake's cheese. Then the journey truly began. We buried him with a thin layer of grass on the campus and let him sit in the smoldering hot sun for a few weeks. We'd occasionally check up on him, and the thing about it is, he didn't necessarily smell terrible, but that was kind of the goal, to make him smell absolutely terrible. So we just kept on removing some and adding more ungodly things, and we'd wait for weeks and weeks, and slowly JDC became like family to us. We'd check up on him, we'd burp him, we'd bring him places, and enjoy our time together. And I actually planned on adding yeast to him to make it, much more deadly and potent. But unfortunately, before I could, something terrible happened. JDC was missing, and we had no idea how he got lost, but he was missing. We searched every single trash can on the campus to find him, but there's nothing. We had people straight up full heads in the trash can to find him, but we just couldn't. I seen a post that my school made, and it was a bunch of teachers standing in one spot, and that spot was unfortunately where Josh resided. So here's probably what happened. Teacher was walking down a patch of dead grass and stepped on a jar of absolute filth and threw away not only our best friend, but our baby. But there's still hope. Recently, well, I'd say a pretty long time ago, my friends came along another jar of ice cream, and together we made the JDC Junior. Not only did we put school lunch in them, but we also put spit, hair, and other organic materials that can rot. And guess what? I brought the yeast. I put 2 whole packets of raw yeast in there. People were saying, oh no, this is like actually going to be bad, because now it has the ability to make its own fumes. We thought it might gain a consciousness and like it'll walk and become one of our best friends. But no, that didn't happen. He just smelled absolutely god-awful. We kept him in a locker instead of leaving him outside, and when my friend opened up the locker, the smell radiated from it, and it literally made us tear up. Like, I usually never genuinely gag, but this genuinely made me gag smelling the thing. It's gotten extremely bad. Every time I walk over there, we smell a lot of Febreze because the janitors smell awful mess, and they're like, this place needs more Febreze. Me and my friends are considering to throw him away, but I don't know if I have the heart to do it. Let me know what I should do. I just don't want him to end up like his daddy. Think go out. Bye-bye. Subscribe.